So the first up, the first contestant we have a pleasure of talking to, we have Sebbywebz.
Hello.
Yo, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
I believe you're the guy who did the voice acting for the Kingdom Hearts.
I am that guy. Yeah.
Do people call you Budget Markiplier or no?
There's a good reason they call me that, because
Yeah.
I am actually the real Markiplier, here to take over this channel. And Sebbywebz was an alt I created, so I could have chat interaction again. Like, I'm going to stop doing this because I've been getting that for the last 8 years. I'll tell you what, that was funnier in my mind. I don't know if the joke actually went down well. Also, welcome in Ninja Bread Man. But I think I got away with it. But like, as soon as I did it, I'm like, probably shouldn't have done this. But I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
Hell yeah, 8 years. You've been doing this for 8 years?
No, I started streaming in 2024. I started streaming in 2020, but I was so nervous that I actually combined the two things. 2020 and 4 years ago. Combine them, that becomes 2024. I started streaming in 2020. I didn't even know I said that until people came into my chat afterwards and just like, you know you said that, right? I'm like, oh shit. Anyway,
Okay.
And yeah, but everyone around the age of 20 has been telling me I look like him pretty much since 2015.
Okay.
I've had Budget Markiplier, 2-Bit Markiplier, Dollar Store Markiplier, Markiplier from Wish. Temu is the new one. Someone told me I look like an AI generated version of him the other day. Now, the one I didn't mention was Markiplier post crack addiction. I was going to tell that one, and then I remembered, oh wait, they don't want us to mention drugs on the stream. So that's actually one I got in my YouTube comments. So but I thought, I'll hold off that one. But anyway, let's continue. And I can't help that I look like this. I just do. So sorry, I'll let you.
Yeah, I do want to let you know, your stream doesn't have audio, so make sure you're on the right scene. We can hear you here, but your stream.
Now look how thrown off I am by that. Now there's a reason for this tech issue. The reason I had no microphone on my stream, and some of you guys were in my stream in the waiting room, and I basically couldn't hear me, so I was typing in chat. So this is my fault. I'm such a goddamn boomer that when we were setting up this, okay, so we have like a website you had to go into to connect your camera to. It was just part of the setup. And mine wasn't working for some reason. So I had to create an extra scene in OBS, a brand new one, copy paste it, and then delete everything that wasn't my camera. Also, Ashnakoy, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate the hell out of that. So now I'm such a boomer that when the production guy said, oh, just delete everything that's not your camera, I didn't realize he meant only delete all the visual sources. So I'm like, everything. Okay, so I delete the microphone as well.
Your stream doesn't have audio, so make sure you're on the right scene. We can hear you here, but your stream can't. Just giving you the
I thought I'm not supposed to have.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I watched your footage from the first episode, and it really brought me back to the older days of the Let's Plays I would watch on Twitch by people like, Aaron Hansen, Danny Sexbang, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie. So I enjoyed it, man. Your content was a lot of fun for me. Yeah, your voice acting was great too. You really commit to just having fun on stream, and I enjoyed that. But yeah, it was very cool seeing what you had to show off last week. And Nick, Asmon, do you have any questions for Sebbywebz?
I don't have a single question. I actually maybe like what kind of content do you do on your stream? What got you into streaming?
What got me into streaming is I was looking at some of these Let's Plays, and I thought the voice acting industry was a bit too impenetrable, and then I thought I have the chance to do something like new. Like, I mean, in audiobooks, people, yeah. So voice acting, about 95% of the work goes to 5% of the voice actors. And when Troy Baker was on stage and he said, if you want to get into the video game voice acting industry, just wait for me and Nolan North to die. He's actually not joking when he says that. It's phrased like a joke, but that's kind of the reality. And I remember thinking like, it's too hard, screw it. Whereas here, I can voice act whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to go through layers of executives. I don't have to get it approved. I can do it and I can play like 50 characters. But anyway, I basically explained that here. In audiobooks, people play about 40 different characters, or there's one-man plays where one guy gets on stage and does like 50 different characters. And I thought, you can do this with games, but no one's doing this right now. So it was exciting for me as a creative and as an entertainer to, I guess, be able to do something new for the first time. And contribute something original to the field. So as pretentious as that sounds.
Yeah, and I think that if you're just serving yourself selfishly, you'll only kind of grow strong enough to do just that, which, believe me, is not actually that strong. But if you're trying to contribute, at least when I try to contribute something to something bigger than me, like, I don't know, just streaming as an art form or an entertainment form, it actually brings out way more energy and way more creativity and motivation than if I was just serving like a much smaller thing, you know, being selfish. So
I like that. No, I like the confidence. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to see it.
Yo, S-Fan, you got any questions for Sebbywebz here?
I don't think he can hear you.
Oh, we'll ask him.
Oh, S-Fan, you got any questions here for Sebbywebz?
Hey, how do you think this tastes?
Good. I'm sure it tastes great.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say.
That was a question I had too, so.
I'm sure it tasted great.
Well, Sebbywebz, you have 4 minutes to show us what you got, or do you have something else to say?
Quick question. Just for my game, when I switch over to my game scene, I just need to adjust my camera and pull my green screen up. Would I be able to just do that first before the timer starts?
Or? Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
And that's nice of them to not be assholes about it. Like, no.
Down to business.
You get your 4 minutes.
All right. Good luck, brother.
It has to be done that way. So not good on them. They're chill.
I'm excited to see this.
Is this a gameplay day?
It might be a gameplay day. It can be whatever these people want.
Are we just watching their stream for 4 minutes? Is that how this works?
Yes.
I mean, I do usually do that for 4 hours, so.
Oh, okay. So it's like we're not really talking.
Is
this a gameplay day?
It might be a gameplay day. It can be whatever these people want.
Are we just watching their stream for 4 minutes? Is that how this works?
I mean, I do usually do that for 4 hours.
So this is going to be.
It's like we're like in a loop.
This is crazy.
This is great.
All right, let's.
I hear my show.
He's watching us.
Let's open it up.
Isn't that crazy? Wow.
Oh yeah, I've got you. That's why I can still hear you.
Okay.
This is good.
Hang on.
Oh.
This is it's like we're like in a loop.
This is crazy.
Oh, we're still looping.
How do I mute you guys? So I don't hear
You know what? I was
this.
wondering that.
Okay.
This is good. We
my
got
God.
production working on it.
Well,
we're still looping.
I can hear you here. How do I mute you while I do the thing?
That's, you know what? I was wondering that.
Yeah,
That's my
We got
fault.
production work.
Oh, now you didn't hear it, but the production guy, who's a good bloke, he's just like, oh shit, that was my fault. He forgot to mute them in the call. So I thought, like, is it because I have their stream open? But it's like, no, their stream's open, but it's paused. What? Oh, it's muted. Like, what's going on? So it was all good. It was all good in the end. It all worked out. But hey, look, I'm lucky I've been streaming for 4 years and voice acting long enough that it's like an ingrained habit that once the tech's over, it's like, all right, we can just jump into it. And then here we go. Are we good? Okay, all right. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Undertale. My God. Oh my God. Yeah.
Dude, this has been 10 out of 10 so far.
Yeah, I love it, man. He's a good-looking dude.
Long ago, 2 races ruled over Earth, humans and monsters. One day, war broke out between the 2 races. After a long battle, the humans were victorious. They sealed the Decepticons. They sealed the monsters underground with a magic spell.
Did you say Decepticons?
He did. Also, pro tip for everybody who's doing this: turn off your alerts.
Follow.
You guys, can he hear me right?
I forgot to turn off my alerts, but I will remember to next time.
E-boss.
No.
In the year 2000
thank God.
and
this
something.
sucks.
Legends say that those who climb the mountain never return.
Oh no.
I played this
And
game.
there's no dialogue here,
I
but
never
it's
watched
fun
this
because the
entire
picture
intro.
paints
I
a
always
1,000
skip it.
words, and there's you,
I love
the
this
main
game.
character, tripping on a branch
Did
like
you
a
ever
silly
end up
ghost
beating the other
and
ending,
falling
Jasmine?
down into the hole. You know what? I'm
I
also
can't
going
hear you
to
over him.
just disable my
Oh,
alert
okay.
box for a moment. And you fall deep into the hole like Raziel from the beginning of Soul Reaver. And let's get down to business and start the game.
Undertale.
All right, let's do this. All right, let's just name myself. I like that a few people in chat got the Soul Reaver reference. And I like there's a few people I don't know who are just like unironically enjoying
get down to
this.
business.
Personally, I like this,
here
man.
we
I
go.
remember when people used to game on Twitch. This is nice. Bringing it back.
Beware foul demons and beasts.
I figured I'd do the Diablo
Alright,
2.
let's do this.
But all right.
Don't you have anything better to do?
Oh, shit. It's because I tested this earlier. Oh, well, anyway. He thinks I've already beaten the game.
Now, you see that heart? That's your soul. The very
I don't know what it
culmination
shows
of
this
your
voice for
being.
Flowey.
Everyone
Your
just
soul starts off
K-codering
weak,
in chat.
but it can grow
Is
strong
Flowey
if you
Texan
gain a
now?
lot of LV.
Yeah, I guess so.
he a
What's
blue
LV
bonnet
stand
now.
for? Why, love, of course. You want some love, don't you? Now, don't you worry. I'll share it with you. Down here, love is shared through little white friendliness pellets. You ready? Now move around.
Oh my God,
Get as
chat.
many as you can.
Oh, got hit.
You
What did you
idiot. In this world, it's kill or be killed. Why would anyone pass up an opportunity like this?
The chat just says, dang, call me Flower.
Die. Evil laughing noises. Nani. Oh my God, I am dead.
Hey, yo, Asmon, you remember when you killed her?
What a fucking
Yeah.
audible flower!
She deserved
I'm sorry,
it.
I'm not supposed
No,
to swear.
she
Sorry,
didn't.
sorry. I'm
She's
a
a sweetheart.
terrible creature, torturing such a poor, innocent youth. Don't be afraid, my child. I'm Toriel, caretaker of the ruins. I pass through this place every day to see if anyone has fallen down. You're the first human to come here in a long time.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I love this.
I'll guide you through the
I love it too.
catacombs. Get you
Makes you feel like a
plate
kid.
of haggis
I
or
love this,
maybe
dude.
some deep fried Mars bars, because apparently that's what Scottish people eat. I'm sorry, Scottish viewers.
people.
I'm sorry. Scottish viewers in shambles. We also might be able
It
to
is
do
insane.
a different voice tutorial. So, chat,
How,
you
like,
tell me what you think.
much
Maybe
old school
she can be a
vibes
bit
it gives
more,
of YouTube.
I don't know, English. We also need to figure out a narrator voice. So I'll tell you what, we'll start with this one. The shadow of the ruins looms above, filling you with determination. Al Pacino. The shadow of the ruins looms above. It fills you with determination. You fairy. No, we're not going to do that.
The fact that the last thing I say in my 4 minutes is, you fairy! Hooah! Just, who suggested Al Pacino for that, mate? Oh my God, chat. Lamau. Let's hear what they say.
Dude, guys, if you all enjoyed that, go follow his stream, Sebbywebz. Been streaming, just started streaming this year.
I started streaming in 2020, but I said 2024 because I was nervous. I didn't mean to, and I didn't even know until people came into chat and said, you realize you said you started streaming in 2024, right? So it's like, oh, fuck. So, but I'll tell you what, I didn't even know the 4 minutes were over, so I just kept going. And then, bam, something like 800 people followed me in like 1 minute. It was insane. I had to turn off my alerts because it was just going to be going forever. And I kept going, and then I was like, wait, is my time up? And I was like, hey, the judges said that these 4 minutes would feel like 4 hours. I was just getting warmed up. So yeah, no. And then I kept streaming and voice acting Undertale for basically the next several hours until this was over. I couldn't bring myself to watch this live. I was nervous as all fuck because I went first, man. I went first out of all 23 people. Oh God.
That was a blast for me. Like, I don't know about you. I mean, that was.
And
I
chat
know
is
a lot
so
of people
nice to me
called
as
that
well.
cringe, but I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Wait, what about that was cringe?
Well, some people were like, "Oh, voice acting, doing voices, cringe," but like,
I
you
mean,
did it in a
I'd
good
rather
way.
I'd rather that than watch you or Asmon play a game poorly. I don't know how you guys get any viewers playing games. Both of you suck. So that was way more interesting
What
than
are
both of you.
First of all, I also do voice acting. You've never seen me play a game before, and I do it really good.
I've actually never seen Tectone's voice acting, but I want to see it.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, thank you, Asmon. I like his playthroughs. I'll be real. I think they're great.
I mean, I haven't seen Nick I haven't seen Nick play a game for a long time.
Yeah,
I mean,
not many people watch, so that's why I don't do it.
Yeah, I heard. I wonder why. I mean, I heard Nick was good at games like this. Was it like when was Mr. Pandaria? Jesus, that was a long time. It was like 2013, right?
It's a long time ago.
So
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no, I
I'm
mean, I
sorry,
remember
Zach. I shouldn't have said. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was good at games 15 years ago instead of 13 years ago, so I get it. So
As a Tekken player, I know how that feels.
here's the way I look at it, right? Is that there's a part of me that like I have like two opinions of this, and I am gonna give like my feedback, and I'm not really sure what side of the fence I fall off on with this. But like, so if I think about it from the perspective of, if you think about the old Let's Plays, there's a reason why they're the old Let's Plays, right? It's because people have changed the content and the content has evolved. I also
thanks a lot, Mr. Beast.
think that, and this is going to be a very, very, very controversial opinion. I don't know what anybody else thinks about this, but I think that doing the voices and trying to take them seriously is harder to do, and it's more immersion breaking when the person is on camera. And it's better to sometimes do funnier or like goofier voices, because then people can enjoy the experience more and it feels funnier, right? It's like there's a degree of escapism for it. So it's very hard for me to know like what the right option is there.
And Asmon actually nails this. It's hard to know what the right option is here. And Tech and NMP actually defend and pose a counter argument here. But I actually agree with Asmon. This is a very difficult thing to find exactly what to do. But I think I found the best choice out of all the things you can do. So let me run this thought experiment with you, chat. What if I streamed and voice acted stuff, but my stream looks like this? No cam. And you just never saw what I looked like the entire time. I mean, yes, it would be more immersive, right? But how many of you guys watch no-cam streams? No one, right? And again, I'm not including VTubers here. VTubers play by their own rules. If VTubers turned off their avatar, their character, their view count... If you start streaming in this day and age and you have no camera, you will not grow at all. The only person I think who gets away with this is Lyric. And I think that's because they started streaming like, what, 10 years ago? When it was a new thing, when you could grow organically on the platform. Second of all, here's the other option. This also wouldn't work. Imagine if every time I voice acted a character, I disappeared. And I voice act, and then whenever I react to something in the game or respond to chat, bam, I reappear again. I'm like, what the hell was that? Like, hey, who is this guy? Oh, hey, Blueberry, what's going on? Anyway, back to the voice acting. I think that would be visually jarring to see me pop in and out, like constantly like that on stream. And technically it'd be a fucking nightmare as well. So, last of all, in terms of making it pure YouTube content, one, I don't want to do that. I'd rather stream. I'm more of a theater actor, like a live performer, than I am someone who kind of like recording stuff by myself in my room. Even if it's like music video stuff, I find that very stressful and just not as fun. The product is amazing, but I love doing this with you guys. And I've also found out the hard way that in 2024, this is going to blow your minds, but the YouTube meta is not scene from Final Fantasy IX voice acted by someone you don't know. Believe it or not, chat, no one is looking for this. And if they're looking for a classic game, they're looking for a famous person playing or talking about a classic game. Yes, Josh Strife Hayes did a video about Legend of Dragoon. He did a video about Croc Legend of the Gobbos. But you know what? He's Josh Strife fucking Hayes. That's why you know about this. So I don't know how to make it. If I was already famous, then yeah, sure, me voice acting some game would work. But I'm not already famous on YouTube, so... you know, I'm in that situation. Oh, and there's one last thing I wanted to say. When I voice act something, you might see me change my facial expression to line up with the characters. Partly that's for the voice acting, because it just makes the voices sound better, and I think it gets me more into the character. But I'm also trying to do a technique that I saw from... Does anyone know Avenue Q? It was a Broadway musical. It is basically the joke of it, the theme of it is that it's an adult-rated Sesame Street. Now, the way the actors did this is they come on stage with a puppet on their hand, and now the puppet's the character, but a puppet can only show two emotions: mouth open, mouth closed. So what the actors did is they'd voice act the puppet while they're talking, but they'd also have the facial expressions of what the puppet was feeling. And as an audience member, at least in live theater, your brain connects these two images into like one thing, one character. Now, this works in theater because of the suspension of disbelief in a live audience, but I still don't know if this works on Twitch because of the camera, but it's the best I can do. So I'm actually trying to apply that technique and experiment with it in a live format. And I think it works, or at least it works better than any other option. So that's my answer. Anyway, enough talking about...
Well, I think he was doing goofy voices, though, like with the cake on a flower.
Well, he says it's easier if the camera's not on.
Yeah.
For like the viewer to digest.
Yeah, and I don't know really, like, because I do that too myself, and I'm not really sure, like, I don't do it as well as he does. He's a professional.
I would agree with you, Zach, but in his case, I'm not trying to be weird. I enjoyed looking at him when he made different sounds.
Yeah, same.
So maybe in like most cases, but
This like all of chat is just Gage, just heaps of Gage. Jesus Christ, chat.
this guy got it going on, man.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
just
like,
a good-looking dude, man. Like a great looking
if I was
guy.
seeing
Jesus.
like you know, Tectone role playing as a flower, it might be a bit off-putting
Can we just?
due to Sebbywebz being vastly better looking than Tectone, and I think that's maybe why it's okay.
I love the.
Does that make sense then?
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
You
So
are
Tectone-
so bright, Tectone. That's crazy. Look at you.
I know the sun's
Oh
out.
my-
My life is great right now. I love it.
It's like you have a light bulb on your forehead.
I know. Look at that. Now we're down to the pits of hell.
wow.
It's great.
What just happened?
I don't know, man, but it was a reflection of my.
So
true
yeah,
self.
that's my feedback. So how does this work now? So obviously, like we gave
We write down the score.
We have to
We
get
write down
the
the score. We're not going to tell them what we gave them. Well, that'll be revealed at the end.
Okay.
But we're just going to give them some honest feedback.
Isn't it hard to go first? Because like, what do we have to like to rank it up against?
Well, how much did you enjoy?
Yes, it was hard to go first. I was bloody shaking in my boots. Now, I wasn't nervous about the 4 minutes at all. Like the voice act, you can give me 20 characters to voice act for 30 minutes straight with zero break at all in front of 10,000 people. Easy, that's fine. The interview I was kind of nervous about because I worried I'd say something cringe or like fuck it up or try too hard. But the thing that got me mega nervous, apart from just going first, was the last minute tech issues. That, because I'm strong as an actor, as an entertainer. I am trash when it comes to tech. That is my weakness. So the fact that there could be last minute tech issues, I was just like, fuck, I'm powerless.
The stream.
Oh,
So you can look
I
at
enjoyed it a lot.
my score. That is how much I enjoyed that. Right, and that's pretty much just how it goes.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a blast. Can we? Are we going to pull him back in here and talk to him for a little bit, or are we not doing that?
Listen, there's no way. Do we have enough time?
Oh, we don't have to. Then great, we won't. Easy.
I'm actually glad about that.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's
chat,
fine.
make sure that you're voting for every single one of these contestants, and also we appreciate y'all being here. Let's get to the next contestant. We have Moxie.
And there you go.